One of the things I love to do for a movie I'm either anticipating or really enjoy is to go down a rabbit hole of videos online pertaining to the film. I'm not talking about speculation videos or Easter eggs you missed. I'm talking about reviews, interviews, sometimes behind the scenes footage of how the movie was made.
Because it's so much fun, Chad!
I really want to be a director, so finding out how some of the best movies were made really inspires me. However, inspiration doesn't always come from good filmmaking. I got Ed Wood back in 2017 as a gift. I think we had just seen The Disaster Artist, so that kind of movie was, it's a very similar movie in terms of what it's about. So I guess if you don't know, Ed Wood is about this guy, a real guy, Ed Wood. And he, for a while, his movie Plan 9 from Outer Space was considered to be the worst movie of all time, which isn't necessarily true. I guess it's more one of the best worst movies of all time, similar to The Room. I've never seen Plan 9 from Outer Space, so I can't really say anything about it, but yeah, it's one of those kinds of movies. 2017 was the time I really started appreciating movies, so watching this, I think, really helped with that because it's a movie about movies. And it's really good. As of right now, this is probably my favorite performance from Johnny Depp. Ed Wood, his character, is incredibly incompetent when it comes to making movies, and even though people try to suggest certain things to him, he just does not care.
Perfect. Mr. Wood, do you know anything about the art of film production?
Well, I like to think so.
That cardboard headstone tipped over. This graveyard is obviously phony.
Nobody will ever notice that.
Depp decides to portray this guy as a living cartoon character who happens to stumble his way into making movies. As you might be able to guess, this is not an accurate representation of Ed Wood's life. His life ended at the age of 54 as an alcoholic, something that's only briefly touched upon in the movie as a part of the Where Are They Now segment. It really doesn't matter to me that the story was changed a decent amount because they didn't change it to make it more generic. They changed it to make it more entertaining. I think a movie about Ed Wood that is more of what actually happened would be interesting to see, but if we never get it, I don't care because we have this movie. I think the main thing that this movie gets praised for would have to be Martin Landau as Bela Lugosi. He's fantastic in this movie, and that's complemented by the incredible makeup work, which won an Oscar, along with Landau. But one thing people don't mention as much is the other great performances. Bill Murray's in this, and he just pretty much plays Bill Murray, but it really works. Sarah Jessica Parker is really good in this.
You're wasting your life making shit! Nobody cares! These movies are terrible!
Mike Starr, George the Animal Steel, the list goes on. This movie is a journey with these oddball characters making these terrible movies. So their performances probably had to be good. I wouldn't say I make bad films, but the stress of having to film something with no budget makes me feel like I'm in this movie. The only difference is that Ed Wood doesn't know anything about filmmaking at all.
Filmmaking is not about the tiny details, it's about the big picture.
But this movie still makes me remember why I like movies and why I like making them. When I watch a movie, I want to feel something. With Ed Wood, you do sympathize with him and you want him to keep doing what he's doing, even though it sucks. Yeah, I think I definitely give this a watch if I were you. If you have already seen it, what are you doing here? You should just be watching it again.